guys, and welcome to another video. My name is Mark, I'm an entrepreneur and property investor. And in today's video, we're talking about why passive income is so important and why you find me on a yacht in the middle of Dubai and I'm telling you right now you should never own one of these things. I've rented it for 4 hours, I've had an amazing time with my family, and I'm going to talk to you about the importance of creating passive income through purchasing assets in order to have the lifestyle that you want to have. So before we get into the video, if you like this sort of content, please give this video a massive like. It really does help me out with the algorithm. And if you haven't already subscribed, why not consider subscribing? We have a subscriber dividend portfolio which gives out money directly to our subscribers. I'm not aware of anybody else who's doing anything similar where we're actually going to take part in that passive income journey together. And I'm going to be able to reward you guys for viewing and commenting by giving the dividends out to you. So let's get into the video. Let's talk about how I'm able to be out here today in this beautiful environment and with Tom, my videographer, out here. You're enjoying it, right? Yeah. Come on, let's have a bit more enthusiasm.
Yes.
Yes. Cool. Hey, we got an audience. What were we saying? So for those of you that don't know me too well, I've got a few businesses back in the UK, which I've grown to the point where there's several hundred people who work within them. And because there's that sort of number of people, the management teams are all in place and they really are businesses rather than jobs. And that means that I can have some time freedom. Now, it's not always been like that. I've worked incredibly hard for the last 15 years, so I don't want to display this as any sort of get-quick-rich scheme. It's not been like that for me at all. I bought properties over a period of 15 years. Yes, I've got 15 properties today, but for 4 years I only had one, and then I had 2 for another 4 years. And it took me a long time to scale that portfolio. Now, could I do it quicker today? Absolutely, because I've got more knowledge and skills today. But I had to go through that journey in order to get to where I am now. Now, the reason this is something that's so close to my heart is a lot of people come into money one way or another. Maybe it's an inheritance, maybe they have an accident and they get an insurance payout. You know, there's lots of ways that people come into money. But rather than investing the money, they tend to squander it on experiences or on things like these, like boats that depreciate over time. I'm here to tell you that I believe really strongly that you should buy assets that appreciate over time. Whether that be the stock market, using index funds, whether that be property, which is diversified, whether that be property that's diversified throughout a country or maybe multiple countries, but anything that's going to be able to pay you for years and years and years and allow you to have experiences like this. Now, a boat like this to buy would be several £100,000. I don't know exactly because it's quite an old boat, but let's say £300,000, £200,000, something like that. Now, just to moor it would be 20 grand a year. Then you've got the servicing, the maintenance and all those sort of things. I don't see a world for me where it will ever make sense to own something like this. It makes much more sense for me to use that money to invest it, to gain a return, and then to buy this experience for the short amount of time that I want to be on a boat like this. 4 hours, you know, it's plenty. If I wanted 8, I could have 8. But for 4 hours, we paid £430 for the entire boat. It's so cheap when you consider we have staff, you know, we have a skipper and 2 boat hands, so we have loads of people looking after us. We have soft drinks included. We've been able to jump off the boat, off the top. We've got people who know the area and take us around. So for me, that experience is so much better being able to borrow it from somebody else. Now, I can understand why some person might think that this would be their end destination and something they would want to own. And maybe they want to be on it every single day, take care of it, all those sort of things. But me, I'd like to be able to experience lots of things. So I much prefer to use my money to invest in assets, and anybody who knows me, that's 3 things. That's businesses I control, property that's diversified, and index funds that are globally diversified. And by doing that, I'm able to generate a return that can provide for me a lifestyle like this. So with all that said, I think we should go and have some fun. What do you think, Tom?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. Guys, that was amazing fun. I'm going to get back on the boat. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Cheers, guys. Boom.